The Oklahoma Centennial exhibit was sponsored in part by Oklahoma's Department of Tourism and Recreation. And joining me now in our studio is its state's Executive Director, Hardy Watkins. Well, something that really impressed me when we were at Epcot is the fact of all the international people in the simple fact that they didn't really know what was in Oklahoma until they visited the exhibit.
Absolutely. I think we've been so impressed with just the awareness that it raised and the opportunity to be showcased at Epcot. That really is the beauty of that opportunity. First state ever offered by Disney to be featured on the World Showcase, which stopped a lot of people in their tracks. And then not only is it international visitors like you're talking about, but a heavy amount of Floridians and people up and down the East Coast, because this is one of the finest food and wine festivals in the world. And so what it really helped us do was raise the profile to showcase our culture and our art and our entertainment and what Oklahoma has to offer. So really just a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to showcase Oklahoma, and we have received nothing but rave reviews for what was done there.
Yeah, you know, it's easy to lose sight because tourism is so fascinating, so much fun, that it's a business, and it's a big business in Oklahoma.
Absolutely, and really it's Oklahoma's third largest industry, and a lot of people are surprised to learn that, but it's a $5.3 billion impact on our economy, responsible for 70,000 jobs in our state. And so it's very, very important, but it's also an image builder, and it's a quality of life builder. So you really have multiple tracks that you're working on where you're growing your economy, but you're also making it a better place to live for your own residents. Again, opportunities like Epcot really allow us the opportunity to speak to new audiences. We don't have the budgets to be advertising on the East Coast, for example. We do a nice job in marketing in our region, but we were able to introduce Oklahoma to a whole new audience, which in turn will be good for raising the awareness and maybe bringing people from further away. And in fact, one of the things that we saw on our website, travelok.com, while we were at Epcot, Florida began to inch up in the number of states, the number of hits that we were receiving, and the only difference was the fact that we were at Epcot. So we saw an immediate and direct impact on people wanting to know more about Oklahoma.
You know, something I've heard you say earlier, we may not have the snow-capped mountains, we may not have the sandy ocean beaches, but we do have something that a lot of people don't have. And what is it when you try to sell Oklahoma? What is it that you sell?
You know, several things. First of all, I think for us, we always talk about the eco-diversity. A lot of people are really surprised to learn, and it's an immediate myth buster. People can understand that we are America's most diverse state, mile for mile. We have more eco-regions than any other state other than California, Texas, and Alaska, and they're all much larger area-wise. So that's something that's really important for people to understand. Of course, we're always showcasing the very rich American Indian heritage that we have here, which is a real uniqueness and what Oklahoma is known for in the way that we were settled and in the history that we've had as a state. The Western experience, too, is something that people are pretty fascinated with, and those are great hooks to be able to get people to come and then let us showcase who we are as a state. Of course, we have outstanding art and we have outstanding, more modern attractions, but what we find when we talk to people is what they're fascinated with are some of those things that we're most known for, which is the proud American Indian heritage, the Western heritage, and that sort of thing. So that's real important.
And when you talk about that heritage, that really does play right into the hands of many of our rural areas and agritourism.
Well, absolutely. What's great about really tourism is every part, and agritourism particularly, is every part of our state can play and benefit, every square inch. And so what people want to learn, or what we're finding is that people want experiences. And so they want to, in some cases, help mend that fence. I know that sounds crazy, or they want to help milk that cow, or something real. And so agritourism is a great way to do that, or going to a festival or going to a gathering or a powwow. Those are experiences that people can carry with them their whole lives that most people will only read about in a book. And so Oklahoma really does offer some true experiential vacation destinations, and really in every corner of the state. That's one of the great benefits of those types of things that we offer.
And kudos do go out to the tourism department by publicizing just how diverse our state is and all the things through the Okla commercials. Tell us a little bit more about that.
I'm so impressed. Thank you for even, Okla was a real stretch for us about 4 years ago. We wanted to shift and sort of show Oklahoma in a fresh way. And what was interesting is when we ran tests on and we created the Okla campaign, we took Okla, which OKLA registers as Oklahoma. It can be nothing else. And so people understand we're talking about Oklahoma, and then we coupled it with some unexpected words, maybe Okla Rich or Okla Magic or Okla Glory, and it allowed us to showcase not only the terrific natural beauty and assets that we have as a state, but also, again, that cultural heritage and the richness that we have. And I will tell you that That campaign is off the charts. In fact, in a national competition, it was judged the best in the nation. Our inquiries to our website and to our call center are up significantly over 4 years. In fact, we've had year over year double-digit increases under the OKLA campaign. So it's been really, really successful. And what I like about it is it doesn't keep anybody from participating. In other words, you can frame anything in OKLA. It can be urban, it can be more rural, it can be agritourism, it can be American Indian. All of those things fall under our richness or our glory or our magic. And so that's really kind of a nice framework for us. Interestingly, we're going to continue that campaign next year, but you're going to see a little twist, and I think you're going to see it have a little more swagger coming out of the Centennial year and what we're doing for next spring. We're really talking about some exciting things there.